Well, happy Good Friday to you. It is April 15th, 2022, and we are at the Worthington Diamond Mine on a beautiful spring day. We have 10 acres here. Some of it goes over that knoll there, and so you can't see a few acres of it. But pretty much the cleared area here is our 10-acre diamond mine. You might wonder, how big is 10 acres? Well, 1 acre is about 1 football field, so it's like 10 football fields together here. You can kind of see our property line through here, and we bought this land 3 years ago, and it was a dense forest, just like you see all these trees around it. It was solid timber in here, and we had it clear cut so that we could take the lid off of the treasure chest, and this is it. This portion, about 1 acre of our 10 acres, is part of one of the 7 known diamond pipes located outside the Crater of Diamond State Park. We are not far from there. On your left is the edge of the intrusion, and that's just clay. On your right, here where we've excavated, that is the volcanic intrusion, and there was only about 3 or 4 feet of a clay overburden there. And we dug it out so we could get down to the diamond bearing ore. We had a bulldozer in here and removed overburden, and this old man's going to try going down this ladder with a camera, so this might get real funny here real quick, but we'll see if I can do it without breaking a hip or something. But I want to show you what we're doing at the mine today. We're filling box orders. We've got orders for 2 medium-sized priority mailboxes and 15 large. The large seem to be more popular. And it was requested that I fill the boxes on video and seal them up, because one guy doesn't believe that I'm really loading up ore from our diamond mine and shipping it out for just 40 bucks for that. In fact, $22 out of every large priority box goes for the postage. There's a little wind. See, we got some action going on. Not too windy of a day here, but we have had an intruder here at the mine, and I'm not talking about these human footprints that I made carrying stuff over, but these are deer tracks, doe tracks going through here. It's not a buck, it's a doe, a deer, a female deer. Oh, look out. Cover your ears, Mama. I think he's about to break into song. No, I won't sing doe, a deer, or any other song. But let's take a look at what I'm going to put into the boxes here. And this is volcanic ore from the Worthington Diamond Mine. As I said, we had a bulldozer remove about 3 or 4 feet of clay overburden. It was worthless, and he bulldozed it out of here. Then he got down and started hitting a little bit of gravel. See this gravel layer? Only an inch or 2 of gravel, and every now and then there was a real good potato rock in it. These are just jasper, chalcedony. No diamonds in that. Just below, okay, the clay layer and then the thin gravel layer, we got into a layer of this black, and this is iron and manganese. It is limonite goethite. So that black is just a sediment on top of the hard volcanic rock. Now, we had an excavator sit up there and reach over and scoop this out, load it onto a dump truck, and we hauled about 25 dump truck loads 1,000 feet away and stockpiled it near our diamond recovery plant. And there I'm loading it up, running it through the diamond recovery plant. But this ore is unsearched. Look right here, that is still solid rock. And this is kind of crumbly because it started weathering, and the excavator dug it, and the bucket on an excavator has teeth in it. So when it digs, kind of like raking with a fork, there's a lot of loose material that goes in between. That's what's left here. So this is solid volcanic rock, diamond bearing, diamondiferous lamprite, breccia. And when I say breccia, that means there are large angular clasts or components inside of it. And here you can see some of them. There's green and there's red, and some of that is Trinity clay. So there was a layer of sediment, hundreds of feet deep, called Trinity clay here before the volcanic intrusion. When there was earthquake faulting and a volcano brought lamperite, volcanic diamond-bearing ore, up from about 100 miles deep. As it came through, it busted through the Trinity clay layer, and this stuff was coming at the speed of about Mach 2, twice the speed of sound. And it burst to the surface, and it had to make a path for the volcanic ore to go through, and it busted through the Trinity clay, and it just shattered that. Trinity clay is a hard rock layer, but it shattered that Trinity clay, threw it all up into the air. It broke into little pieces, and it fell back down to the earth, and it formed a solid rock with breccia or angular components in it. And here, let me get my water. I think you'll be able to see it better, because this just looks like a brown rock. But sometimes if you wet it, okay, this is some of the black layer. So this rock was probably sitting in here originally, or it was like this and there was a crack in it and the iron and manganese leached down in there. Here's some more of the iron and manganese. This is goethite limonite. And here you can see the angular clast in this. This is really cool. Well, to a geology geek or nerd or whatever you want to call. So you can see the angular clast of the green breccia in there. That green is the Trinity clay. The good thing about the presence of this clay, although the clay is not diamond bearing, it helped cool off the magma quicker, because it's like adding ice cubes to your tea. If you make tea in the summertime, you want to cool it down, you put the ice cubes in there. Well, you want to cool your volcanic ore down quickly, because diamonds come up molten red hot, and if they don't cool quickly, they will turn to CO2, carbon dioxide gas. So you don't want your diamonds turning into gas. The diamonds in Arkansas are somewhat resorbed, and that's kind of like a square ice cube melting down, kind of rounded off. So we don't have octahedron diamonds here, which are two four-sided pyramids base to base. We have diamonds that are resorbed. Let me pour some of my drinking water on this one too, just so you can see. Well, about out of water, and I'm not going to spit on it. But anyhow, this has some yellowish lamperite in it with some red spots. This is kind of greenish, and a lot of it is just considered brown. People who order a box from me sometimes say, I paid $40 for a box of dirt. Well, this does look like dirt, I admit, but it's not dirt. That is volcanic rock. It used to be just as solid as that, but an excavator with its great might crumbled it for you so that diamonds could be released from it. So there could be a diamond inside of that, because when everything was thrown up into the air and it dropped down in, it cooled, and the diamonds are evenly dispersed through all of this volcanic rock. So in the case of this stuff that looks like dirt, the diamonds have been released from their entombment. I have not searched through this. All I do is I come in here with a shovel and throw it into boxes. I'd better get to doing it, because I've got a bunch of boxes I need to get ready for the post office, and they close in less than 2 hours, so I've got to get to work. But so it was requested that I shovel right out of the ground, right out of the diamond mine. So this is our ore. What I'm going to do, I've got some pine needles that landed on here, and I don't want to send pine needles to people. Sometimes there's leaves and twigs and pine needles in it, and I don't want anybody to complain that they bought a box of mulch for their garden. So got to put my girdle on and then we'll be ready to go. But since my boxes blew away, we'll have to run over and get a couple. And of course the wind hasn't blown any since, but so this is what we do, and I've done it 100 times over. We get this real thick, heavy, I think 3 mil plastic bags that fit in here perfectly. This is a half a cubic foot. This is 6 inches by 6 inches, no, excuse me, 12 inches by 12 inches and 6 inches deep, so half a cubic foot. The box is now lined with a plastic bag, and I'm just scooping up right out of the diamond ore. And this stuff, like I say, is soft. I wonder what a customer would think. In fact, I've been kind of tempted. If somebody complains, oh, I just got a box of dirt, I ought to fill a box with one of these and send it. And then they'll realize they didn't get dirt, but they're going to have to figure out how to break that down to where they can get a diamond out of it. So I don't think I'll be ornery enough to do that, but yeah, there are some pine needles going in there. Well, it's not an indoor thing. Okay, look, this chunk is going in with it. That's got some of that limonite goethite on it. This is almost a full box. I try to pack as much in as I possibly can, because the post office says if it fits, it ships, and I want you to get your money's worth. So every large box here is about 31 pounds. And I can't talk with this in my mouth, but the post office probably regrets ever telling me if it fits, it ships, and they don't care how much it weighs, because when I show up like today with 17 boxes, 15 large and 2 medium, that's about 510 pounds. And although I'm spending a lot of money, you know, 22 bucks a box, getting a good deal too, or at least everybody who orders a box from me is getting a good deal. Oh, here I am, I'm talking and not thinking, which is easy for me to do. So we also include a bag. This is the only thing in the whole box that has been searched through. This is the bag of our heavies. From when we run the diamond recovery plant, the plant gets rid of all the light material and holds on to the dense minerals. Well, we take those dense minerals, and I have my wife look through them once they dry, look through with a magnifying light and find the diamonds in it. So we make a team. And so when we're done looking through, there's the wind to take my boxes away right when I need another one. When we are through looking through the gravel and taking all the diamonds out, I save it and I put it in these little snack bags, Ziploc bags, so that I can add it to the box and people can look through it, because they might like to find some of the diamond indicator minerals, and those classic minerals are, excuse me, a little bit hot, grass green chromium diopside. We also have a shiny black, lustrous, opaque chromium spinel, and then we also have red and purple pyrope garnet, and those are the 3 classic diamond indicator minerals that came up with the volcano. Whoops, that's for the small box. Okay, I went ahead and pre-printed all the orders and all the labels, so I can just go ahead and put the labels on while I'm here. And when I go to the post office, I just go to the back door and ring the bell and drop these boxes off. And I don't have to go to the cash register. I paid in advance for the post. Let me grab another box and fill a few more here. I can set them on here just so they'll blow off again. But we made this offer because we've got our own personal diamond mine, and I thought, wow, if somebody else had a personal diamond mine that nobody's ever searched through this before, I would want some of that ore. So I'm kind of doing it as a public favor. And one of the boxes I sent out yesterday, a woman was buying it for, this person's going to get some of the limonite, goes by the black iron and manganese. And I'd like to do a test, run a bunch of this separately and see if there are more diamonds in that than in the rest of the lamperite. I don't know. It could be a surface concentration. But anyway, pretty cool stuff. Anyway, a woman bought a box yesterday. Her 14-year-old son has been begging him, take me to the Crater of Diamonds, and they just haven't been able to make the trip. And his birthday's Monday. So she ordered a box for him, and I put it in the mail yesterday, and that makes me happy. It's like, this kid really wants this, and he's going to be, you know, if they put birthday wrapping paper around a 31-pound box this size, the kid's going to be wondering, what is in this box? What am I getting for my birthday? Anyway, when he opens it, he'll be surprised, hopefully pleased, and I would love for him to find a diamond in it. Right now, and by the way, diamonds have been found in this ore. It is diamondiferous, we know that for sure. And there's a woman right now who sent me pictures of a mineral she found that sure looks like, by the video and the still photos she sent, it sure looks like a diamond to me. But I can't guarantee 100% until I see it in person. So she's going to mail it to me. I will look at it and see whether it's a diamond or not. And I can tell, I've found 177 at the crater so far. I know what they look like. But anyway, I can identify it as a genuine diamond, write a certificate of authenticity that it was found from the Worthington Diamond Mine ore, and return her diamond to her with a certificate, and there's no charge for that service. So if you find a diamond in the box, please email a photo to me, and then I'll tell you whether I think it is a diamond or not. And if I think it is, then you can mail it to me, and I will verify your find, write a certificate of authenticity, and return it to you by priority mail so I can track it, so nobody loses your diamonds. And there's no charge for that service. I'm just happy to, you know, certify diamonds found here. I want to know how many there are coming out of here, because I send these boxes out, and if I don't hear back, I don't know how many diamonds are found. I only know of the ones we find from running our diamond recovery plant. And last year, I wasn't able to run our diamond recovery plant very much because I injured my heel, my foot, and I couldn't work, and I could barely fill the orders, but I couldn't run the diamond recovery plant. So anyway, we're going to be back in business real soon. I was going to run the diamond recovery plant today, but I've got orders to fill, so other people are going to have a chance to find diamonds from the Worthington Diamond Mine before I am. Hear how crunchy that was? I'm breaking up a solid rock. And this is, see, there's that black all the way down. See this? Well, that's sitting in vertically. That's because there's a crack in this black iron and manganese leached in from above. And so the volcanic rock was solid. It cooled and it cracked, just a micro hairline crack. And then iron and manganese leached down in there and stained the side of that rock. See, the side of it is stained, not the whole thing. But anyway, pretty cool stuff. This is just about a box full. So you may wonder what else I'm putting in the box besides these little bags. Well, I put in a business card, so it has my email, so if people find a diamond, they can send me pictures